Good morning, all of you. We will continue with the civics chapter, fundamental rights and fundamental duties. We were doing efforts made by the government, page 228. Page 228, efforts made by the government. Now, certain steps, we were seeing certain steps which were taken by the government and by the constitution for the upliftment of the weaker sections of the society, means the scheduled castes, the scheduled tribes and the other backward classes. So we were having a look at that, and we had done till point number 7, that is scholarship and passage grants for higher education abroad. Let's move on to point number 8. Okay, so construction of hostels.
Ma'am, your voice is not.
My voice is not.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking. Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Yes, ma'am.
Beta, just bear with it. Maybe it will be better in a while. We cannot do anything about it. Just network issues. Okay? You can go through the recording if you have any problem. There it will be proper. No breaking there. Alright. Okay, so the government, they also try to construct hostels so that they can provide housing facilities, residential facilities to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe girls who are studying in colleges, universities or schools. So they try to provide them housing facilities, page number 228. Now, these provisions are common to both the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, means what we have talked about till now. Now, these are there both for the scheduled caste as well as for the scheduled tribes. Then they also try to give some vocational training so that these people, they can take up any source of livelihood. So they provide vocational training also in tribal areas, and they also open up educational institutions to promote female literacy. Remote areas where there are a very less number of schools, so they try to open schools for girl education or female education. Then no person belonging to the scheduled caste or the scheduled tribes, they can be prevented from entering hotels, temples, restaurant, any other public place. We have talked about it, that earlier people who were belonging to the lower caste, they were not allowed, that untouchables, they were not allowed to go to the temples, and they were not allowed to draw water from the public, where the children are not allowed to go to the schools. And so under the new constitution, all the people, irrespective of any caste that we might belong, all of us are free to go to any public place. Then no one can be denied the use of public wells and tanks. So every person, irrespective, like I told you, irrespective of any difference that we might have, everyone is allowed to make use of public wells and public tanks. Then for the benefit of the rural people living in villages and all, so public health centers and clinics, they have been established in the rural and tribal areas. Then separate welfare departments, they have also been set up in different states and union territories, so that the interest of the scheduled castes, the scheduled tribes and the other backward classes, it can be protected as well as promoted. So special welfare departments are set up, and they look into the welfare of the marginalized communities, that is the scheduled castes, the scheduled tribes and the other backward classes. So to conclude, we can say that much has been done by the government, to uplift the scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes, but still a lot depends on the cooperation of the society and on the attitude, the mental setup of the people. Making rules, making laws is just half the work done. Now till the time the change does not come into the in the lives of the people, in their mindset to treat everyone equally, till that time only half the work is done. So people, they should treat everybody alike, and then only we can enjoy the real benefits of the provisions in the constitution. So progress is slow, but gradually, slowly things are now improving. and the people who belong to these groups now they are becoming economically as well as socially better off, and this is what Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who was the chief architect of the Indian Constitution, that is what he wanted. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he was the chairman of
Drafting
Okay. So what we can say is that more and more members of these marginalized communities now they are becoming teachers and doctors and engineers, and they are serving the nation also, and this is through their own effort. They have really worked hard, they have really strived to achieve that, and these groups they are not deterred, means they are not discouraged, because the journey is very long, and very hard, and but they are not deterred, they are not discouraged, and they are marching towards this better and brighter future. But what can continue, what should continue? Reform work should continue, laws continue, means laws should be made for the people, for these people, till the time they come to the level of the other sections of the society. So till that time reform work should continue, law making should continue, till the time these marginalized communities also come to the level of the rest of the people. Okay, so that completes the chapter. Now let's quickly mark the exercises. Hope all of you are ready with a pencil.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Ram.
Ma'am, I have not understood the word passage grants.
Passage grants. Passage grants are basically overseas scholarship, means national overseas scholarships. Basically, they are scholarships for going abroad. They are specially for the scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes. And passage grants, they include many things. They include the cost of the children's fees, their educational expenses, then their maintenance, travel, emergency, all are in that included in these passage grants. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so let's continue with the exercises. Exercise 1. Alright, first one. Fill in the blanks. Rights and dash are equally important.
Duties.
Duties are equally important. It is our dash to defend the country.
Ma'am, duty.
Okay, it
Ma'am,
is
duty.
our duty to defend the country. Right to assemble dash and without arms is guaranteed to Indian citizens.
Ma'am, peacefully.
Peacefully.
Ma'am, peacefully.
Right to assemble peacefully. Copy this. Then fourth one. Right to move the court is granted by.
Ma'am, right to constitutional remedies.
Right
to constitutional remedies.
Okay. Right from here, right to constitutional remedies. Then, in the next exercise, we have to write the correct fundamental rights. Means they have given the instances, and then accordingly we have to mention the right. No one can be prevented for using a public park. It is not FOUR, it should be FOR. Cut the U there. No one can be prevented for using a public park. Which right?
Ma'am, right to equality.
Okay, right.
Right to equality.
Then every child has the right to seek admission to school.
Ma'am, right to equality.
Ma'am, right to education. Ma'am, right to education.
Ma'am, right to education.
Right to education. This also comes
And
under
right to equality.
right to equality. Equal opportunities
Yes.
for all. So this also comes under right to equality. cultural and educational right, you know, we have the right to open educational institutions, to govern them, to protect and promote their culture. All that comes under cultural and educational right. Okay, this is a part of right to equality. Then all citizens have freedom of religious belief.
Right to freedom.
Right to freedom and
Right to freedom of
Freedom of
religion.
religion.
Right to freedom of religion. The third one is right to freedom of religion. And the fourth one here, people can be made to work only against wages, means without paying wages you cannot make the people work. Which right?
Ma'am, right to exploitation.
right against
The right to
exploitation.
Alright, you can check from here. See if you have written anything wrong. Just check. All done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's move on. Exercise 3. You have to tick the correct answers. India is a
Secular state.
secular state. The minority dash open their own educational institutions.
Cannot.
Can open.
Can.
Can, yes, correct. Right to reside in any part of the country is a part of
Right to freedom.
Right
to freedom.
Right to freedom is a cluster of 6 fundamental rights. Under that we have the right to reside in any part of a country. Then fourth one, right to move to the Supreme Court is granted by
Constitutional remedies.
Constitutional remedies. Let's do exercise 5th first and then we'll move on to the question answers. First one, speech expression association.
Ma'am, right to freedom.
Okay,
I'm
correct.
right to freedom.
Right to freedom. Languages, script, literature.
Cultural and educational. Cultural and educational.
Okay, cultural and educational. Correct.
Educational.
Move on. Citizens can move courts if their right is violated.
Constitutional remedy. Right to constitutional remedy. Right to constitutional remedy. Constitutional remedies.
Citizens uphold and protect sovereignty of India.
Fundamental duty.
Fundamental duty. Okay, it is a
Fundamental
fundamental duty. And the last
Fundamental
one,
duty.
citizens should protect wildlife.
Fundamental duty.
Fundamental
duty.
Fundamental duty. Okay, hurry up. Let's move on fast and quick. Question answers. First one. What is meant by fundamental rights? Hurry up. Page 224. Page 224. Second paragraph. Third line. Rights which are considered essential or fundamental for the well-being of a person are called fundamental rights. Got it?
Ma'am, please
Yes,
repeat.
Page 224, second paragraph, third line. Got it, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Next, list the fundamental rights under the Constitution. Same page, same paragraph. The last line here, second paragraph, last line, the Constitution has given, cut the following. The Constitution has given 6 fundamental rights to the citizens of India and then mention the 6 fundamental rights. 1, right to equality, second, right to freedom. You only have to mention these 6 fundamental rights. Mark.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
next one. Explain briefly what you understand by right to constitutional remedies. Page number 226. Page 226. First paragraph. Under the heading right to constitutional remedies. Mark the first paragraph. This allows citizens to move the court till rights would have been meaningless.
Ma'am, which
first
page number?
paragraph under right to constitutional remedies.
Ma'am, which page number?
Page number 226. Done?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
No, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Alright.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 4. Discuss the duties of the Indian citizens. Discuss the duties of the Indian citizens. For this, page 226 again. Under the last heading, fundamental duties. See the last heading, fundamental duties. The third line. Our constitution has laid down certain duties for the citizens. Mark till the citizens. Fundamental duties, page 226. Third line. Our constitution has laid down certain duties for the citizens. Write this as a statement, and under that write the 10 fundamental duties that we have. Okay?
Okay,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
we have to,
All
ma'am, we
right.
have
Okay,
to just
ma'am.
write the names.
Yes, beta?
Ma'am, we have to just write the
Yes,
names.
you just have to mention the duties, that's all. But at the same time,
Excuse
you
me.
need to know what it means.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta?
Ma'am, what is the full answer of A3?
Of?
Answer question 3, ma'am.
I have told you just
Explain,
now.
please.
Twice I have told you. Page 226, first paragraph. Under right to constitutional remedies, the first whole paragraph. This allows citizens to move the court till rights would have been meaningless.
Okay, ma'am.
Alright. Let's move on to the fifth one. Explain the relationship between fundamental rights and human rights. Now this you don't have in the book, so I will dictate. Hurry up, write down. Write it on page 231. You have enough space there.
Ma'am, one
You
second.
can write
Ma'am,
the
one
answer.
second.
Okay? Page 231.
Okay, ma'am.
Write down. As per law, comma, rights are considered as per law, comma, rights are considered as the reasonable claim, as the reasonable claims of the individual, as the reasonable claims, CLAIMS,
Marks telling-
of the individual, as per law,
Ma'am, can you
comma,
please repeat?
as per law, comma, rights are considered as the reasonable claim of the individual, which are accepted by the society, which are accepted by the society and approved by the law, and approved by the law. Full stop. They can be fundamental rights or human rights. Anugrah, you don't know the chapter. It is the second chapter in civics, page 224, fundamental rights and fundamental duties. Okay. They
Ma'am,
can be
can
fundamental
rights-
rights or human rights. Full stop. The rights which are considered essential, the rights which are considered essential or fundamental, the rights which are considered essential, ESSENTIAL, or fundamental for the well-being
please repeat after which are considered
After
essential.
essential or fundamental for the well-being of a person, for the well-being of a person are called fundamental rights, full stop.
Ma'am, repeat from well-being.
Beta, you can check the recording. We need to finish the class also. The rights which are considered essential or fundamental for the well-being of a person are called fundamental rights. Full stop. On the other hand, comma, human rights, on the other hand, comma, human rights are the basic rights. Human rights are the basic rights and freedoms. On the other hand, comma, human rights are the basic rights and freedoms that belong to every person in the world, comma, regardless of every person in the world, comma, regardless of where you are from, comma, what you believe, BELIEVE, what you believe, or how you choose to live your life, choose CHOOIC, choose to live your life, or how you choose to live your life. Full stop. I will repeat the answer. As per law, comma, rights are considered as the reasonable claims of the individual which are accepted by the society and approved by law. Full stop. They can be fundamental rights or human rights. Full stop. The rights which are considered essential or fundamental for the well-being of a person are called fundamental rights. Full stop. On the other hand, comma, human rights are the basic rights and freedoms that belong to every person in the world, comma, regardless of where you are from, comma, what you believe, or how you choose to live your life. Full stop. Alright, so this completes your chapter.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Ram?
Ma'am, please tell that we also have to send the activity along with the PDF you asked to send.
Yes. You have to send your activities also along.